The hidden epidemic, type 5 diabetes and the global health crisis. Diabetes, a word we all know. But most of us know only two types, type 1 and type 2. Type 1, an autoimmune attack destroying the pancreas. Type 2, a condition linked to obesity and modern lifestyles. But what if I told you, there is another kind? A type that hides in plain sight. A type that affects lean men and women in their 20s and 30s. People who grew up hungry, scarred by severe malnutrition in childhood. A type that medicine once recognized, then erased. This is the story of type 5 diabetes. A hidden epidemic, affecting an estimated 25 million people worldwide, yet rarely spoken of, and too often misdiagnosed. Today, we uncover its history, the science behind it, the struggles of patients, and the fight for recognition. Chapter 1. What is type 5 diabetes? Type 5 diabetes is different. It does not fit the usual profile. These patients are thin, sometimes severely underweight. They develop diabetes in their 20s or 30s, not in their 50s or 60s. And almost always, they share one thing in common: a history of severe childhood malnutrition. Unlike type 1, their immune system has not destroyed their pancreas. Unlike type 2, they are not overweight, nor do they show the same pattern of insulin resistance. Instead, their condition is born out of hunger. Hunger that stunts growth, weakens the pancreas, and leaves scars that last a lifetime. Chapter 2. A forgotten history. This is not a new discovery. As early as the 1950s, doctors in India and Africa noticed unusual diabetes cases in malnourished patients. In 1985, the World Health Organization officially recognized it as malnutrition-related diabetes mellitus, MRDM. For a brief time, these patients had a place in medical classification. But in 1999, the WHO withdrew the category. The reason? Limited research, diagnostic confusion, and lack of consensus. That decision had consequences. Overnight, millions of patients became invisible. Their condition erased from textbooks. Their struggles ignored by healthcare systems. Chapter 3. The first clues. Nearly 2 decades ago, in northern Ethiopia, British researcher David Phillips began noticing a strange pattern. Young, thin men were presenting with severe diabetes, but they didn't look like type 1 patients. Nor did they respond to type 2 treatments. In 2008, Phillips began documenting these cases systematically. His work, alongside other researchers, reopened a mystery medicine had forgotten. They called it what it really was: a neglected form of diabetes. And slowly, a movement began. Chapter 4. The global numbers. How many people are affected? Recent reports in Bloomberg and the Lancet Global Health estimate at least 25 million people worldwide may suffer from type 5 diabetes. The condition clusters in countries with high rates of childhood malnutrition: Bangladesh, Rwanda, Indonesia, Ethiopia, and parts of India. But even in these places, patients often go unrecognized, misclassified as either type 1 or type 2. For many, misdiagnosis is deadly. Chapter 5. The science behind type 5. The biology of type 5 is unlike other forms. Malnutrition during early life reduces beta cell mass in the pancreas. Less insulin is produced. Muscles, underdeveloped from childhood hunger, cannot take in glucose effectively. The liver's glucose control is altered. And epigenetic programming, chemical changes to DNA, locks in this vulnerability for life. In simple terms, type 5 diabetes is the body's memory of hunger. A memory that never fades. Chapter 6. Real lives, real struggles. Behind the science are human lives. A farmer in Bangladesh, thin all his life, diagnosed at 28 with diabetes. Doctors treated him as type 2, but pills didn't work. His sugar soared. A mother in Rwanda, misdiagnosed as type 1, injected insulin. Without enough body fat or proper monitoring, she collapsed from severe hypoglycemia. An Indonesian worker, caught between hospital visits and long hours at the factory, struggles daily just to afford basic care. For these patients, the wrong label can mean blindness, kidney failure, even death. Chapter 7. The push for recognition. The turning point came in Vellore, India. Over 30 researchers gathered, including David Phillips. Together, they argued for the recognition of type 5 diabetes as a distinct category. Experts like Pradnyashri Wadivkar and Felix Jabasing called for new diagnostic criteria, tailored treatment guidelines, and international recognition. For the first time in decades, momentum was building. Chapter 8. Challenges and controversies. But recognition is not without debate. Some argue type 5 is just an unusual form of type 2. Others say there isn't enough evidence yet. But every year, more cases are documented. The pattern is clear. This is not rare. This is millions of lives. Chapter 9. The future of treatment. Treatment for type 5 diabetes must be different. Too much insulin can kill. Standard pills may not work. The future lies in developing specific treatment guidelines, balancing insulin with nutrition, investing in malnutrition prevention, because the best cure is to stop hunger before it scars. And above all, recognition, so patients are no longer invisible. Chapter 10. A call to action. Type 5 diabetes is not a mystery anymore. It is not rare. It is not invisible. It is the hidden epidemic of our time. By recognizing it, by naming it, we give millions of people a chance, not just to survive, but to live. This is more than a fight against disease. It is a fight against poverty, against inequality, and against forgetting. The question is, will the world listen? As we've seen, type 5 diabetes is more than a medical condition. It is a reflection of childhood hunger, inequality, and the challenges faced by millions around the world. For too long, these patients have been overlooked, misdiagnosed, and left without clear guidance or support. Recognizing this hidden epidemic is the first step toward providing proper care, improving lives, and preventing future generations from facing the same fate. Every effort to raise awareness, support research, and implement tailored healthcare strategies can make a real difference for those affected. If this video has opened your eyes to the global impact of type 5 diabetes, take action by spreading the word, supporting organizations working on nutrition and diabetes care, and advocating for better healthcare policies. Together, we can bring this hidden epidemic into the spotlight, help millions live healthier lives, and ensure that no one suffering from type 5 diabetes remains invisible. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay informed about critical health issues shaping our world.